Oh, it's the holiday season, da 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 da, hoop de doo, and dickory dock. Hey everybody, it's Christmas in August. Why? Why not? We went to a bakery recently in a little small town here in Texas called Bernie outside of San Antonio, where I met the horses. And the bakery had decorated for Christmas, just because we're all so depressed during these times in this quarantine. They wanted a little joy. So you know what? I was looking through my soaps to figure out what to shave with today, and I came across this. The Space Soap Christmas 2019. Oh, it seems so very long ago. You can't buy this anymore. I think Robert just made it for me, or made a few of them. In fact, on his Etsy store, Bobby, he doesn't have any soap for sale right now. He's taking kind of a break. But anyway, this is the Christmas soap from last year, and I don't know I think I must have used it, but it looks like I haven't, and it smells a little bit like eggnog, like nutmeg and a little cinnamon, and I just wanted to shave with it. Why not? And I'm going to use the 3D printed rocket ship. I know it looks funny for all you people. Okay, get your laughs out. Ha ha, it looks like something. Anyway, so Bob. Can I call you Bob? Yeah, I'll call you Bob. He made this for me. He 3D printed it. Space soap, Sinatra Lennon. There's only one in the world, folks. Actually, there's two. But the other one's down there in the drawer. And I'm going to shave with this. It's a synthetic brush. I'm going to lather up with that. And then, because it's Christmas time, you want to shave with something pepperminty, right? So we got the eggnog, we got the nutmeg, and we're going to shave with some pepperminty foie och snog from my friends over at Executive Shaving. Check them out, executive-shaving.co.uk. And use, what is it, Sinatra 5 to get a, is that right? Gosh, I got a code. It's down below in the description. There's an offer code where you can get some money off your purchase. So anyway, Executive Shaving. So we got the pre-shave oil, which is I'm going to use first. I just took a shower. I did my hair. And I'm going to use some pre-shave oil because it's pepperminty too. Oh, you don't need a lot. But it smells so good. It's got an earthy pepperminty scent. So it's like you're walking through the Christmas tree lot. If you celebrate Christmas like I do. If you don't, well, then you can imagine, right? Sure, we can use our imagination. And then I'm going to shave with the Razor Rock Outlaw because it's like a lump of coal in your stocking. No, it just shaves great, and I haven't used it in a while. It's the safety razor that shaves like a straight razor. Look how wide that thing is. I mean, here's a normal head. See that? I'm trying to get that thing where it's not perspective, where it looks, old. And look how big it is now. Take my word for it. It's got a wide head on it, all right? And it takes these feather professional blades in this crazy contraption that if you found this when you were a kid, you wouldn't know what it was, but you knew that you shouldn't touch it. And aftershave, I'm going to use the foie och snog as well. And I pronounced that perfectly, so I hope you realize that. I'm going to put some hot water on my already oiled face. Oiled for your protection, I guess. And we're going to lather up the space soap. Yeah, so Robert just has an Etsy store, and he just kind of started doing it with one of his sons, and then that son, I think he went to college, and the other son maybe kind of got into it, but he's taking a little bit of a break right now. But there is a demand for this stuff, because he makes great soaps. I mean, I used his space soap the other day, just the peppermint one, and man, that stuff lathers well and is beautifully slick, and this stuff is just, look at that, got it over my whole hand. So it's going to be a white Christmas, folks. Look at that. Walking in a winter wonderland. Put that down. You should do this. If you do this, don't waste it. Just put it up there, however you want. And then I'm going to wash my hands off. See, I even have a little bracelet, a little white snowy bracelet. Oh, I wish it was cold outside, but it's not. It's not going to be cold for a while here, folks. But if you're down in Australia, well, I hope you're having a good winter down there. The Southern Hemisphere. What's it like in Australia at Christmas time? It's always hot, huh? Because it's summertime down there. Because of the tilt of the earth and all that on its axis. And did you guys know that? There's a little history, a little science for you. A little science. Look at this. I look like a dang snowman. Somebody stick a carrot up here. Not you guys. I swear. I bring out the space soap. a brush and you guys, your minds go into the gutter. Santa's not going to like that. He's not going to like it. Okay, so the Razor Rock Outlaw is a very light. It's aluminum. It's from the Razor Rock Company. It's $29.99 if you want to buy yourself one. So let's go ahead and shave. All right, so what the... Sorry. I don't know how that happened. Let's shave with the Razor Rock Outlaw. Yeah, so we're coming up on the end of August, folks. It's going to be September soon. My birthday is coming up. I'm going to be 50 years old. 50! I'm 50! I like to kick, stretch, and kick. I'm 50. Did you ever see that SNL character Molly Shannon did? I remember watching that character years ago and being like, whoa, 50 sounds old. No, it doesn't sound so old. It doesn't sound so old. But I'll tell you, as you get old, I've been very fortunate health-wise, knock on wood. During my life, I haven't had too many major things go wrong, a few minor things and stuff like that. But as you go older, things grow older. Things start to fall apart. The other day, I was putting on my shirt, and I somehow wrenched my shoulder. I was just pulling my. I'd already buttoned my shirt and was just going to straightening it out, and something happened, and And I told my wife this. She said, "You're getting old," and I said, "Thank you very much for reminding me." So I got to start taking better care of myself. I have not been. I've been exercising a lot. Well, as far as my exercises, I go out and take these long walks. I take like an hour to a little over an hour walk. I don't even know how many miles it is. Well, we've got some hiking trails in the subdivision near where I live. So I take advantage of those. And even in the 103, 104, 106 degree heat. But today, it was beautiful because the humidity was so low. Maybe that's what put me in the holiday spirit. The humidity was like 15% and it felt great. Speaking of feeling great. All right. Second pass. With the old eggnog. Space soap. Christmas of last year. I want a pine tree scented. Pine, orange, clove, and peppermint. That's what I want for this Christmas. Dear Santa. Oh, gotta get all that soap off of there. Oh, pardon me. Doesn't taste like eggnog, but All right. God. Stupid. All right, here we go. Across the grain, not against the grain. I had never heard of this razor. Someone sent it to me a while back, and I apologize for not remembering who sent it to me. But at first, it like in the first video I did, it was like, man, this thing is aggressive. It feels like a straight razor. But as you get used to it, it's not that bad at all. In fact, it's pretty nice. But since it is a feather blade, you got to be careful. It's the professional. So I'm a professional. I guess I got to show you my papers now. I got to go to school to be a professional shaver. I went to the school of hard knocks. I was using a Gillette Mach 3 in the 90s. I've shaved with stuff from the dollar store, kid. You don't know what I've been through. My personal shaving journey. Oh, it's so silly. I'm going to try not to nick myself. I mean, I always try not to. But sometimes you do. Sometimes you do, and that's okay. Even us pro-level shavers. Even if you're a noob, like my kids would say, constantly playing Roblox, Fortnite, Minecraft, talking to all their buddies. That's how they've been interacting with their friends for the past few months, is all of them get on their little headsets and they play together and they talk together. It's the next best thing to actually being there. Okay, third pass. gonna slow it down, folks. Just feel like I'm getting a little too manic. I need to relax. Looking forward to the Four Ochsnog aftershave. Cool but nice is what that means in Gaelic. Gaelic. Just lightly. The great thing about this wide head is that it takes off a lot more hairs more efficiently. And I'm all about being efficient. At least I try to be. Oh yeah, there we go. You can tell. If you listen carefully, you can hear the kids talking on their headsets in the background of the other room. Can you hear that? You know, I used to, back in the early days of doing this, I would play some jazz in the background. You know, I just ask Alexa to play some jazz from the Let's try it. Alexa, play some jazz from the 1950s. You're welcome. But now, oh, she heard me. Alexa, stop. I did it to myself. It's only right. Alexa, stop. Hold on. Alexa, stop. My goodness. The reason why I don't play that anymore is because YouTube cracks down so hard on copyright now. So that's why, if you were wondering, or even if you weren't, or if you missed it, if you watched some early ones and then came across this one, now you know why. I always kept it at a low volume, so it was just kind of a background noise. Because even back then I knew that you're not supposed to play someone else's music, or else they can copyright strike you, or to take away, you know, your whatever. It's funny, I forget how sensitive Alexa can be these days. You know what I mean. Who do you like better, Alexa or Siri? Siri, I have more problems with. I'm a big Apple fan. I've been in their ecosystem since I got the first iPod Nano in 2005. And then when the iPhone came out in 2007, I was in line to get that. I was in New York City, the Fifth Avenue Glass Cube store. That was cool. That was fun. Back when iPhones and smartphones were cool, and now they're just terrible and boring. Ubiquitous and the cause of so many problems. But back then, we all had stars in our eyes. All right. Let's see. There's a little bit right there. I like to get as much as I can. I mean, if you're going to do the job, do it right? I mean, I'm as lazy as the next guy, but every now and then you want to do the job right. If you start it, finish it correctly. Do it properly. All right. I'd like to impart that lesson to not only you, to my own children as well. I think I got a slight nick, but nothing, maybe right there? I don't know. Nothing so bad as to cause a fuss. And let's see, aftershave, the Four Ochsnog aftershave from the Executive Shaving over there in Scotland. A place I haven't visited yet, but I'd love to. Love to. All right. Ooh, tingly. I'm actually getting a slight tingle burn. That's a new word, tingle burn. That was my third grade teacher, Mrs. Tingleburn. Cold but nice, and a little tingly. That's weird because you don't normally get that with a shave balm. Is there any alcohol in here? Aqua. Ooh, it's got aqua in it. Though I can't read it. All the the words are too small. My eyesight. Another thing I'm talking about getting older, my eyesight. Now I'm having a harder time focusing more quickly. I've never needed glasses in my whole life, but I'm starting to almost need to. Oh, well, we started on such a hopeful... Hey, I never noticed this. Ooh, I'm getting candy cane all over the place. Look. Coincidence? I don't know. All right, I'm going to... I almost put this in my mouth, but it's got to... Let me wash it off here. It's not too bad. Oh yeah, there was a little bit of soap still in there. Ooh. All right, that's all. Merry Christmas, everybody. Hope the Grinch doesn't come and get you. And I'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Ho, ho, ho!